We're so back. Finally.
It's time. We're back.
Grant has Wi-Fi again. The president of AT&T got to the bottom of it.
Oh, dude, this was a painful go at it here. Um, it's been a long time. The co-host was unplanned but planned because I was out of commission. I didn't have Wi-Fi for almost a month, so we're back. No shout outs to A&T or AT&T. If I could put a diss track on them, I would. They suck.
Well, they're pulling you better numbers than you've ever had. We will have no more Pixley Grant flipping on and off his camera
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
No, we're
future.
we're good on that. No more packet loss. We're here.
Yeah, that's great. Well, glad to be back. Zach was a good fill-in. If we ever need
Absolutely.
a third, that's where we will go because he knows his stuff too.
Yeah.
He had some good predictions, but the predictions weren't good enough.
No points.
Nobody scored any points for our little battle.
Bunch of
5-0 stays the score. Grant is up still, which is okay. Obviously, I just want to remind everybody that it was 28-11, and then Grant wanted to restart. I just want to make sure that's
Dude,
very
all I did
clear.
was press the bet. It's like,
I hate that though. I don't bet or gamble, and the whole pressing thing is so stupid to me. So
I mean, look, man, it's like golf. Got a few holes left and you're dormant. You might as well just say, all right, lose the first one. Let's go again.
yeah, whatever. My dad and my brother one time pressed when we won an entire day, and they pressed on 18. They won. They go, we won the bet. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, we didn't
Well,
agree
actually,
to
they
that.
didn't win the bet. They win the press, so they're break even. Anyway, that's
Doesn't
neither
matter,
here
dude.
nor there.
Whatever. Let's
We are
move
here
on.
to talk about a Grand Prix this past weekend that honestly was a really good race.
Mhm.
I'm not the biggest fan of this track. I love Baku, so unfortunately didn't get to have a pitch on that one. But um, relatively good race. This track has been really good for Mercedes the past couple of years and proved to be so again. Obviously, really strong stuff out of George. What was
Really
it,
strong.
fifth or sixth one in Formula One? Good for him. I'm happier slash very impressed with Kimmy. He drove a grown man's race. I don't know if you saw that overtake that he had on Lewis,
I didn't
but
really see anything besides the top three cars because the broadcast literally didn't
oh
show
gosh,
anything besides the top
fire
three cars.
everybody, fire everybody.
It was so
It's
bad.
it's over. That could have been the icing on the cake for the camera crew for Formula One because they have fumbled all year.
Everybody's in last. This race was like everybody was like, "Hey, by the way, that unacceptable. That was horrendous."
Like, I mean, we could go down the list on things they missed. They didn't show that overtake Kimmy had on Lewis, which again, if you saw that, it was insane. They did not show Carlos coming from literally the back of the grid to what P10.
10th, yeah.
They did not show. They
Fernando
showed
Lewis fight.
Lewis's. They showed his brakes fail, and then they never went back to him. And I'm just looking at the side, watching that time tick down.
Hmm.
Like, oh boy, he's coming. I held him off, but cut a bunch of corners, so that doesn't really fly in this sport. But a good race from Ollie too.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was another one of my talking points, and I don't think I saw him once on TV.
No, finished ninth. Yeah, I don't know what the heck was going on. I mean, we really didn't even see Oscar Piastri.
No,
They were like,
oh,
oh, they
Lando
get.
hit him, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get into that. That was unbelievable. But yeah, the race was good. I don't know why I didn't pick George. I feel like he always races pretty quick here. Sometimes he puts into the wall. It happens to the best of us. But I do think I should have picked him here. Congrats on the win. I'm happy for the win. Williams fan, a little bit of a letdown going from podium, but then he did score points again, and it was Carlos. So it's
Yeah,
making me think, dang, we get both guys on one weekend. We're dangerous. I knew this track wasn't going to be like fantastic for us based off quality alone, but obviously we got the disqualification for our rear wing, I believe.
hmm
But I mean, Carlos scraped together some points, which was fantastic. The tire degrade wasn't as bad as people thought, and I think that's why he was able to sneak in and get those that 10th place. But
Well, I guess the DEG in general wasn't as bad as they thought, right? For
no,
anybody, it was. I didn't hear of anybody else having brake problems other than both Ferraris, but that's just a Ferrari classic mistake or whatever. I mean, maybe it's not a mistake.
just
It's just,
Ferrari being Ferrari.
yeah, it's like just weird stuff happens like that. But both McLarens still look really strong. That was we can go ahead and crack that egg.
Constructors champions, man. Woo!
Yeah, well, good for them. Good for them. Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. On a constructor's note, the fight between Ferrari and Mercedes is on like nothing you've ever
What are we
seen
looking at
now.
now? We're looking at 325 to 298.
Yeah. So, and Mercedes is up.
Whoa,
Ferrari.
whoa, whoa! Red Bull's 8 behind Ferrari.
Yeah. No, that fight for second place is insane.
You should be worried about keeping third, brother.
Oh yeah, I mean
8 points. Max is going
Red
to get
Bull's
that
going to
next.
have one guy score points every race the rest of the year.
Doesn't matter. Max might score
we,
25 next race.
If we get a 4-6, well, I mean, yeah, I guess we're down 5 to him. It'll depend. That car hasn't been strong all year, so I'm not worried. It is also a one-man team, but regardless, that fight for second is going to be awesome. On the McLaren note at Singapore.
Probably one of the worst, one of the worst driver management situations I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever. The favoritism was appalling.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we all saw it. Lando made contact with Oscar very early in the race to get around him.
Just rammed him.
Rammed him. Just basically dive bomb pushed him off and got around him. There was no repercussions. There was no calls for Lando give the spot back. No nothing. Lando then pulls ahead and finishes third place. They win constructors, and they're like, nothing is basically said about it to
Right.
Oscar. He's obviously talking about it nonstop. Like, hey guys, that doesn't seem like a very good team play here.
Mm-hmm.
End of the race, Zach Brown hops on his radio, and he's like, hey.
There's controversy at this, though.
Oh, whether or not it's true.
Well, no, it definitely happened. The radio cut off, but he was in park ferme. He pulled in, parked his car.
The controversy is that he was too busy yapping on Lando's mic and then got to Oscar by the time he was already parked and about to get out of his car.
Yeah, but I mean, half the stuff just says Zach started talking until Oscar unplugs his mic.
Whatever,
that's not how it happened.
Yeah, and then also Oscar wasn't up there celebrating on the podium, but apparently there was another reason for that too, just because that stuff happened so fast and he could have been through a process. All I know, Oscar Piastri is about to turn into a villain. He's about to go absolutely ballistic and crazy, which is
Revenge
great.
tour.
He's going to stop. I mean, the constructors is secured, and now he's like, I don't give a rip. I'm not giving any places back. I think what made me the most mad about this was the fact that Lando got a place back from a slow pit stop.
Yeah.
From Oscar, two races ago?
Yeah.
And then Lando makes contact and goes around Oscar, and then there's just crickets from Zach Brown. I mean, it's they want Lando to win the constructors so bad, but we all know who the better driver is, and I'm just gonna love it when this is now what I pray for. I pray for Oscar Piastri, driver world champion. Boom, done. Second place, Max Verstappen. I hope Lando falls to third, bro. I'm over it, dude. Like, I was trying to be
40
nice.
Points.
I don't care, bro. I was trying to be nice, and I was trying to be like, oh, you know what? I hope like both McLarens have a good go. Dude, Zach, who is a Lando Norris fan, stated it on the podcast, texted me after that race and said, dude, I'm on the Oscar train now. That was ridiculous.
Oh, dude, that's brutal.
Lando lost a fan there, bro. That's all I got.
Lando lost a fan. I mean, look, I understand. It's competitive. It almost seems like they want them to, they want Lando to catch up more. Them being McLaren. They want Lando to get to the threshold of right where Oscar is because it's 336 to 314 right now. They want Lando to catch up to where it's just pure chaos. Like, what are they doing? It just seems so dumb.
Well, it is dumb because Max is 273, Lando has 314, and Oscar has 336. There should be favoritism now to make sure Oscar pulls ahead of Max because there's a chance he could win the Drivers' Championship.
Exactly.
He's so back. He's placed in front of both of them in the past two races.
Yeah. No, he that car is, I guess it's probably not coming to life. I'm sure what they did is...
Past three races, he's placed in front of both McLarens. And I don't know how many races he's placed in front of Lando Norris in a row.
But it sounds like, honestly, what Red Bull did was backtrack. They kind of did what Mercedes did and go, oh, we screwed a good thing up. Let's go back to that. They've probably completely punted just like everybody now and just focus on the 26 car. But at the same time, he's in there. He's in there for second. Like if you have another incident of Piastri and Norris running into each other and somebody DNFing and Max wins, they're then
It's
he's
on,
really.
period. Yeah.
We know what happens when Max is in Lando's mirrors, and it's never good.
Dude, if Max is on the track, dude, yeah. Lando's in shambles. I don't know. I mean, the gap right now, if Oscar DNFs and Lando. Lando would take the lead by 3. So Lando would take the lead by 3 if he won the race and Oscar DNF'd. So, like,
Yep.
Oscar still has a pretty good buffer, obviously. I don't really see Oscar having an Azerbaijan weekend anytime soon. I don't see him doing that again. But
I feel like he struggles a little bit with the close quarters tracks, like where your references are super close, like Baku. I mean, he did fine in Monaco, but no one can pass in Monaco.
yeah,
Like here he did fine too. I mean, he did get screwed, but like even after that, I feel like his pace wasn't that strong. He couldn't catch Lando.
well, there also could have been damage to the car, like we don't know.
Yeah, true. I guess that's undisclosed.
So,
But either way, you're right. A DNF and a win, Lando's up.
and last thing I say about it, but I just think, I don't know. Papaya rules is stupid to begin with. I think the guy they didn't want to be driver number 1 started becoming driver 1. So now they're like kind of going against everything they stood for with Papaya rules, which is let him race.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just feels so stupid. I was going to say something I completely blanked out on. I had a way further statement than that, but I'll just leave it at that. Moving on to the next race, we have the United States. What do they call it? They call it the American Grand Prix?
Another US Grand Prix.
United States Grand Prix. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. So Austin, Texas, obviously, is where the race will take place. Weird for us because the race is 3 p.m. on a Sunday, which is huge overlap with football. But it'll be like quad boxing, football with Formula One, which will be pretty cool. But also sprint weekend, so hey, Lewis might get a win again, which will be cool.
Go. Yeah.
But I think we can kind of get into predictions. I'm not really the track guy. What do you expect to see on this track? What are your predictions for which car is going to most likely perform best just based on team history and how they drive?
This is a proper racetrack. This is similar as to like Paul Ricard in France, which also great track. They need to take a race back there. But a lot of that first sector, super high speed. That front straight is also fairly long. You go big back uphill late. So people dive bomb turn 1 all the time because you're going uphill into a hairpin. You can get on the brakes late because your momentum's slowing you down going uphill anyway. 2 through 10 is high speed, like uber high speed. Turns, just a bunch of switchbacks, which it's like a bunch of big chicanes. Honestly, it's good, but that's like first lap chaos. If you're flying through turns like that and just bump somebody, you're not making a small mistake. So, I mean, I guess interesting to watch, probably 3 through 10. People nervous about scoring points. Then, I mean, going to the back, you have 10 to 11 is a good little straight with another passing opportunity. 11 and 12 is a straight that is 10 miles long. And then into a really good
Williams.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, y'all should fly there. I mean, I think you go, maybe it's not downhill. Either way, you get into sector 3, that's where the crashes usually are because it's like kind of slower speed corners.
Franco.
Slide off, that whole thing. So anyway, good track. It's always a good race. You can build a crazy gap though because of the straights. Like if a DRS train happens with the top 3 cars, they're gone. Forget about it.
Okay, so then top team whose car you think has the advantage, bottom half team whose car midfield whose car do you think has the advantage? Obviously they can go around setups and stuff like that, but just based off of this year, what are your predictions?
I mean, midfield, I say Williams probably all day. You never know. I mean, it's Haas home Grand Prix, but they always like fumble here, so I wouldn't be worried about it. I think y'all be fighting for like that 6-7 spot, maybe 5-6-7 spot. which you take. Max is obviously going to be fast. I think McLaren is probably going to be untouchable.
Dominant.
That first sector, they're going to take off.
Okay. I think that's a good transition to predictions.
Yeah.
I'll let you start, Grant.
We said it once. We'll say it again. It's Oscar Revenge Tour. So Oscar win. Give me Max second.
Okay.
Lando third.
Max, Lando. And then who do you have doing pole for the extra point?
Who qualifies first? Give me Oscar. He's going to sweep it.
Okay. I hate
my second thought there, which I shouldn't say, is Max. But
well, yeah, that's my second thought. It's kind of crazy that if you think about it, like Lando used to be the guy that you'd be like, Lando might put together really good quality. Yeah. And I feel like we haven't said that in a very long time. Like I feel like Oscar has even taken that helm, which is very interesting and not what we're used to.
I want to say Ferrari pulled it here last year. Charles Leclerc, fastest lap of all time here. That'll get broken this weekend like it does every week. But anyway, your picks.
I also am going Oscar. I think it's going to be Oscar Lando with a little bit of drama. I'm high on Max right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Singapore is not a lot of straights, no?
I mean, Mercedes has grip out of the turns, I think is what makes it good.
So is that good here or no?
The last sector, yeah, but I mean, Mercedes doesn't have a high top end, I don't believe, and that's going to hurt them here.
All right, so then I'll do Max. And then for pole, I want to be different, but I do think pole is going to be also Oscar. I think he's the guy that can take his emotions and harness it versus let them combust and ruin his entire race.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude. I'm pretty pissed off for him. So I hope he does really well.
Yeah. No, I want him to. I would love to see him win every race the rest of the season, just to give Lando the biggest middle finger of all time.
Honestly, more Zach Brown than anybody.
Yeah, true.
I know Lando catches the flack for it just because Zach Brown glazes him, but it's in reality, that was just a really horrible team principal play right there, and the level of fairness that was broadcasted. But I'm excited. If the straights are good, I love everything about Williams. I would love Albon to somehow get a cheeky podium. If there's a chance for a crash, if there's a chance for maybe we get lucky with a pit stop and then there's a yellow flag and we get in front and we can just ride a hard tire throughout the race, that'd be awesome. But I'm being optimistic there. Let's go with you, fourth place. Who are you thinking?
Fourth place, give me Leclerc.
Okay.
He's going to hold off.
Fifth place, who is?
Who do I have in fifth? Have I said Max yet? No.
I believe you did. You predicted Oscar Max Lando.
Oscar Max Lando. So give me George. Then we're going to have our classic Kimi Lewis battle at 6-7. I mean.
Okay.
Or what would that be? 7-8? Am I out of my mind? No, it's 6-7.
No, 6-7. You just can't say that anymore apparently because it's a meme, but I'm out of the loop. I don't know what it is.
I actually heard that 30 minutes ago on something, and I didn't know what that was.
I don't get it either.
We're
boomers, dude. I have no idea.
It's wild.
Dude, he's talking to my wife.
Yeah. Crazy. Give me both Williams. 8-9.
Okay.
And give me a little Isaac Hadjar.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is my predictions. We're going fourth place. George Russell. Let's do fifth place. Alex Albon. I think I put Alex in fifth on just about every single prediction.
Oh, yeah, dude. You love Alex.
Sixth place, let's do Kimi. Seventh place, let's do Lewis Hamilton. Eighth place, let's do Charles Leclerc. Ninth place, let's do Isaac Hadjar. 10th place, let's do Carlos Sainz.
That's insane. That little chocolate Greg has the fastest lap time, and you're just ruling them out like that.
I just have a weird feeling. I just feel like
All right, well,
as soon
here's
as you
our
stated that, I'm like, great. That means it's gonna go opposite of what you think is gonna happen because it's a Ferrari thing, and we're just gonna be not at all what you think is gonna happen.
what is going to add to that is it's supposed to be mid 90s.
It's gonna be hot.
Fahrenheit.
So yeah, so then McLaren's gonna zoom because
McLaren's going to fly.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to have the freaking extra flaps off the cars trying to keep them cool. If Ferrari can't cool the brakes down, we're going to go 0 points for Ferrari. That's not going to
Williams
go well
do
here.
apparently. We both got brake fire problems.
Yeah, I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Anyway, that'll be good, dude. That's
I mean, if you
93.
outperform Mercedes, you guys could swing in first. I think I just have a feeling this is going to be a tough Ferrari weekend, and I hope I'm jinxing it in the other direction. This is what my gut is telling me.
Me too.
It's going to be a tough Ferrari weekend. I would not be shocked if Red Bull jumps them into third in the constructors after this weekend.
God.
It doesn't mean there's not a comeback coming, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
We could see it. We could see a crazy hop. We could see Red Bull take over y'all, and then we could see Ferrari literally jump over Mercedes. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, there's the opportunities are endless.
But then
here.
you got to root for your boy Kimmy's downfall, which I don't think you want to do. So
No, I'll never root on Kimmy's downfall.
yeah, but
Why is this not giving me the full shebang calendar? Here we go. Trying to see what's left here. Mexico, that's at altitude. I don't know what that does. They always talk about it, though.
yeah, I mean, if I'm just taking guesses, it's probably harder for the drivers, breathing wise, obviously at altitude.
Yeah.
And then
Air's thin, so what would that do?
I mean,
to an
driver maybe aerodynamics wise. I mean, the drivers always go further with the kicks. Always go further in football. Like maybe it's an aerodynamics type thing where the air is thinner.
They have to run more downforce?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's
if someone's an expert on that, leave a comment. I don't know who's gonna be good or bad there.
But
Brazil,
always a
who
good
is
one.
always good there?
Vegas, always a good one.
Mercedes
Vegas?
is gonna sweep Brazil. Kimi, another podium.
Really?
Vegas is great, dude. That track was super.
Vegas is also like driver favorite. A lot of the drivers love Vegas.
They say it's the best racing.
Yeah, so they have a lot of fun there. Qatar, and then Abu Dhabi to finish.
Qatar is always fun.
I keep thinking we're almost done. And I'm like, oh, Abu Dhabi's literally December 7th.
Well, they're gonna. Well, actually,
It is October 19th this weekend, though.
yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Hot take of the race.
Oh, hot take of the race.
It can go against your predictions. Just throw one out.
No McLaren drama. Smooth weekend.
Okay.
Is that hot or is that not?
I don't know. Lukewarm, maybe.
Lukewarm take. What's your take?
Hot take. I want to say something, but it's not going to happen, so I'm not going to say it.
No, dude, say it.
I was going to say Franco
Williams
scores
great.
points.
That
That's
would be
the hottest
awesome.
take. Let's just say it. Why not? Franco gets his first points.
Okay, give me it. That's great.
It's crazy that there's been zero discussion of Jack coming back in the seat.
Yeah,
I feel like Franco's crashed the car a lot more than Jack did. But the pace must be better. I think Franco's pace must be better than Jack's.
Yeah,
Because I think he keeps up with Pierre a little bit better than Jack did. I mean,
Probably.
Franco finished in front of Pierre last weekend. And yeah, that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Poor Pierre. I remember when I was like, dude, he needs to get the heck out of there. How is he ever going to get out of there? And then he signed an extension, like literally the next day.
Yep. 2 days later.
Speaking of getting out of there, last thing we'll talk about, I touched on it last episode briefly. Charles Leclerc wants the heck out of Ferrari because that place is a dump. That's what I'm hearing.
It's hot, but he's the golden child. Like that's what I keep coming back to. And I know that's not valid, and he's my favorite driver, and Ferrari's my favorite team. And it's like I have a match made in heaven right now, and I don't want to let it go because I love Lewis too. But I don't know. I mean, Aston Martin could pay him $1 billion, and he would be awesome there. And
they'd have Newey, and they'd have Honda.
Right. It would be bulletproof, theoretically. I just don't – I don't know. Like the options are out there. I feel like anyone would probably go after him if they had the chance. He's not going to be one of these guys that sits there and doesn't get a contract and then gets like a weird seat. Like he's not going to end up in an Alpine.
Well, yeah, no, he's gonna be top of the grid. The only other one I thought that could potentially happen is if he went available in the next 2 years, is he could go to Red Bull.
Yeah.
That means Red Bull has to be good though, because if not, Max might just jump over to Aston. And by the way, Aston's got Saudi money. Guess who they could also pay for? Charles Leclerc. And they could have Verstappen, Leclerc, and Aston Martin and be a super team. Apple might announce their F1 deal in the US Grand Prix. That is a prediction I'm seeing right now on my screen. So
breaking news?
That would be no, it's not breaking news. But apparently it's closing in, and that might be where they announce it. Hopefully that means the broadcasts get better. Also, that would be great because I feel like we need a home base for it again because ESPN is no longer showing the race replays. If it's at 3 a.m., you got to look it up somewhere online. So I would be very grateful if it was at a home base, and I would definitely pay for Apple for it.
Or you get ESPN Plus.
Well, no, they're going to lose the rights. That's the whole point. Apple's going to be the one place for
Apple's going to take
similar
over.
to how like Paramount's going to be the one place for UFC moving forward next year. So, because Sky Sports does it overseas.
Yeah, right.
But we don't get that, obviously.
Which Sky Sports is a good network too. It's a shame.
Yeah. So, I mean, they just want to make it universal. I think the U.S. market's pulling in heavy, so there's a lot of influence there. I mean, look at us. I mean, we're probably the most influential people in the U.S. when it comes to F1.
I mean, got to be up there. All I see is, I see a lot of like solo other U.S. podcasts.
Yeah, I do too. I see a podcast of these two girls that I think two girls that went to Liberty, I think, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think they both went to Liberty.
We got to get them on and duke it out.
That'd be fun.
That would be. Fun. We'll start trying to reach out for some co-hosts, especially going into next year. We'll have this system a little more down pat.
Well, now that we both have computers and won't blow up, I think we're in a better spot. So
yeah, facts.
That'll
Invest
help.
in the PC and we're good to go.
Yeah, but we'll see you all in the next episode. I got nothing else. Let's hope Oscar has his absolute Anakin Skywalker moment and just freaking blows everybody up. That'd be awesome.
That'd be the best. Ferrari finished 2-3. Be great.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the next one.